Cafe. Great coffee, simple.
For years, he's made us dance with his multiple hits. He's even got us, who can't dance, trying to imitate his dance moves. Having been in the entertainment space for so long, he really has a lot of knowledge to share with some of the upcoming artists in South Africa. I am, of course, talking about Zakes Bantwini, who's on the air with us this morning to talk about his recent endeavors and, of course, the hit that has taken over all areas, Osama. Hello, it's so lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me. It's always good to see you.
Yes,
I've seen it on so many platforms, and it's always a jam.
I know, we always have a good time when we chat.
Yeah.
So let's talk about so many platforms, multiple years, being able to do several things in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Many would call that longevity. What's the key? What's the reason behind that? How have you done it?
Hey, for me, because I don't know anything else, I will credit the school first.
Okay.
For me, other people might credit something else, but for me, school, and I think consistency.
Yeah.
And I think also just believing in what I do.
Yeah.
Because you can get persuaded on different sounds, and you can actually get lost sometimes with whatever is happening. And I've tried by all means. Look, I have songs that I'm featured on songs which are my piano songs, So I like the genre, and I participate in that particular. But I participate honestly.
Okay.
I'm not there, so I don't have an album out, my piano album out, because I don't think that I get the sound.
Okay.
Myself, like Zakes gets this particular sound.
Sure.
I'm always, I can collaborate with someone if I feel like I need to do the sound.
That is so interesting.
But I know dance music, so
Yes.
dance is what I know. Like,
So
I can put my name and be like, now this is me.
Right.
With my piano, I can't say this is me. I'd say this is who and me.
Yes.
This is who and me. It's always be and me.
But hang on, is that
Tangible,
because does it's just there's a love of music first and foremost,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Then there's your signature that you put on a thing.
course, yeah.
What would the words be that describe Zakes' signature? What is that?
I would say dance.
Okay.
I'll say if it cannot make you dance, then it's not a Zakes song.
What I love about that is there's such a sense of self-knowledge.
Yeah.
And it might not even be about skill. It might just also be about your authenticity. Like, you're going to stand there in front of people and it's going to be something.
People are going to tell.
People are going to tell.
People are going to tell, like, yo, Zakes, yeah, but I think we're trying now. I think you're trying to be this now. You're
But
trying
that
to be that.
answers my first question about longevity, because if Zakes Bantwini stays in Zakes Bantwini's lane, nobody else can be you.
Yeah.
And that's an incredible thing that you have.
Of course.
So
Thank
this summer is another Zakes Bantwini summer with your summer song, Osama,
you. Osama.
for the summer. Osama for the summer.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Oreng mo pinenge. What are you saying?
I was explaining this thing short last night to a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Actually, we were chilling with Atandwa Kakani, and I was explaining because he asked me the same question, like he says,
Okay.
what are you saying to the song? And I said to him, something which is so beautiful about this particular song, I can't brag about it. I have this song, it was #1 before it was even released. Like, it doesn't come up to me because like that. Because I feel like I was just a vessel. I think it's like that God, I want this song to be available on earth. Just make it available. But I don't want you to claim it as yours. It's for everyone. So that's how you wouldn't know what the language is. That's how you wouldn't claim anything else about it. But you'll also enjoy like everyone else. So the language of the song, there's no language, there's tongues, right? It's tongues. It's
Goosebumps.
Yeah. So it tongues. I knew the song was spiritual. It felt spiritual. It felt spiritual for me. So that's why but I said to myself, I don't want to confine it into a language or into a subject matter. Let it just live in that spiritual journey. And for each and every person will interpret the song however they would like to interpret it. But I'm just gonna have words, you know, and people that I appreciate in those songs, which is Fela Kuti, Makeba, and the city that I love, Angola, because in Angola every building you see is owned by an African.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? So all of those, so those are four things that mean a lot to me, which are on that particular song. Everything else that's there, you can interpret it the way you want it, and I myself, as the owner of the song, can't say that you're wrong. So that's how I was like, this has to be bigger than me. The song is, I mean, I've done so many beautiful songs before, and I've done so many numbers, but it's never in this particular level, and I can't claim it. It has to be God, and also thanks to contributors like Kasango, you know, Nana Atta, and Kinda Soul. I think we're just giving a gift to say, just make this thing available. And we were just those vessels who made it available. But we can't claim. We can't claim to be like great.
I mean,
this song is greater than us,
you've
man.
given me goosebumps because there's something that happens with artistry. Artists are these sensory, spiritual, portal people, right? Creative, thinking, emotional.
Yeah.
But then you enter into the music business. And it's a dog-eat-dog business. It's a business at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. So, it's not music, guys.
What?
I'm saying the business of music is not music.
Correct.
It's business.
It's business.
Yeah.
So how have you been able to become so good at business? I mean, you worked with Samro, Capazo, now is it Paradise as well, right?
Yeah.
And how are you bringing that knowledge of the business to other artists?
So I try to share as much as I can. I mean, I have something which I call the business of music with Zakes Bantwini, which I do some classes and just tell people about the business of music. But you must understand, business changes every time.
Right.
I mean, right now we're in a digital age, so whatever that you know about the physical business of music, now you need to learn again.
Right.
And everybody's a new student. Like, people stream music now, so you need to understand what is streaming, how much money do you make for each and every stream.
Yeah.
And all of those things. So everybody's just trying to figure it out. Even other people in terms of like pricing, like how do we price this thing and all of those things. So the world is still trying to figure things out in the music industry, because we are the first people to be hit, you know, every time.
Yeah.
And so it gets us to get into conversation each and every time. You always have to learn. You always have to go on YouTube, you know, follow the right Instagram post, follow the right Facebook post.
Got it.
I always say, if you're an artist and a musician and you explore always tells you about politics, then you're wrong. Then it means your pages are in politics. You know, if you're a musician or you are a poet or whatever that you are, just check your explore if you are following the right people.
I don't know if this is a bit political, but what do you think could have been done differently during these lockdowns in terms of protecting, looking after artists, from the artist side or from any of these associations and organizations that are supposed to look after artists?
You know, first and foremost, there has to be will. I think it starts there. Before you can even think about anything else, it's the will. Now, is there a will in South Africa really to take the art onto the next level? I don't think so. I mean, for 27 years in South Africa, music industry has never made it into a SONA speech by the president on its own. It has never. So, which means for the past 27 years, there was never a plan about us. This is an industry which the government never plans about. And it should make you worry about that. And also, I mean, the industry in 2016, 2017, the creative industry employed more than the mining industry. With the little support that we get, compared to the mining industry. Now imagine, so right now in South Africa, you have 74% unemployment youth, right? And our industry, by virtue of being an industry, because it's hip, it's happening, employs at least 80%. Youth. You know, 80% youth. So don't you think that maybe if you can invest more, in the entertainment industry. Probably from that 74%, you might employ maybe 10% of that. Maybe we can look at 64% rather.
Okay, so many people will come to listen to you DJ because that is something you do now. But I do believe many people will come and vote if you become the Minister of Arts and Culture. I mean, is that something you would ever decide to do? Would you consider it?
It was fucking a conversation. It was a conversation because I think as artists, we always think like politicians have managed to make us think that they are a solution. Like they've made us think that they are a solution. And sometimes you have to think like maybe politicians are a problem. Maybe we are the solution. Probably. You know what I mean? And it was that. There was that.
Yeah.
Like whatever that we're going through right now as the arts, maybe we are the solution. So hey man, we're complaining about the Ministry of Arts and Culture.
Sure.
We should be representing it. So yeah, I want to be Minister of Arts and Culture because of that conversation. But it's not, I don't think that I myself, there are so many people who qualify to occupy that particular space. But let me tell you something. An organization that is going to give me a Minister of Arts and Culture, which is an art practitioner, is an organization that I will vote.
It's so beautiful to see you use all the parts of your brain, if you get what I'm saying, right? So you're here making music, making us dance and entertaining us, but you're really engaged in a leadership position, and that's very respectable. Thank you.
I think we have to lead wherever we are, man.
Do.
Thank you very much for having me, Papi.
Thank you very much. We were going to talk about music and dance, but look how much more it became. So we're going to have a look at the lyric video as well as enjoying a fantastic music that Zakes Bantwini has brought to us for this summer. Stick around. It's The Morning Shawny.